Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be covering the next couple of weeks so that we can cover the rest of the year for you moving into 2023. So from the 19th of December to the 1st of January. I just wanted to make sure I covered this because I have no idea. Everything's unpredictable for me. The irony, because I'm not sure if I will have certain connections Wi-Fi wise to be able to upload on time. So I'm just doing this now to cover the next 2 weeks so that you don't miss anything from me. And I might do bonus readings if I have the connection out in the other places that I'm moving around in. So anyway, enough of my life story. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday season, okay? But without further ado, I'm just going to see what's going on for you guys, all right? For Taurus, please, Spirit, from the 19th to the 1st. What is the end of the year bringing for Taurus? Okay. Two more, please. Thank you. All right, one more. Ooh. What is going on? Alrighty. Sorry for it being wonky here. It irks me too. Okay, so you have no place like home, you have time to go, and you have orphaned energy. And here we have an email coming through, so there is a strong message here. So no place like home, very much hermit energy, Virgo energy. Okay, something may have happened around Virgo season. That's around August, September. I get the sense here that you've been spending a lot more time within your own energy. This is a really good card for protecting your energy. You've been removing yourself from people who may have drained you, from situations, from companies, from anything that has been draining your energy, taking advantage of your energy, or just using your energy. Yep, this is a really good time maybe to cut away from people, but maybe even social media detox is what I'm coming towards here, Taurus, is that you're having to move away from things that are just draining you so that you can build up this energy to build the courage here to leave something behind. Some of you are coming to the conclusion that you have to leave something behind anyways. One thing I'm going to say with this is that it's not going to be easy with the orphan card, because this is a feeling of abandonment. Maybe for some of you, someone already left and now it's time for you to disconnect from a connection that's already over, because there is some changes coming through at the bottom of the deck. And another email coming through is we have a change in the wind, which is when we're having to change direction. Something may have not worked out in the way that you wanted it to, or again, you reached a conclusion that the way of doing things, or the way or the direction that you were heading in, is starting to shift, starting to change. It will be in your best interest. That's always the reason why. However, this is seeming like it's a very harsh thing for you to come across, because it does feel like things get worse before they get better. And I'm hearing a very loud beep outside. Which is kind of confirming that this is not going to be easy, but it is something that is necessary for you to do to move into a position of growth. When a no place like home card comes in, as you can see, this little round circle at the top here is a symbolism from another card in this deck about being in a karmic cycle, being stuck in something that ends up in the same thing. So this could be living paycheck to paycheck, or being in a cycle that keeps repeating itself, being on and off with somebody who deep down you need to leave, but you keep trying to make things work, or they keep making promises they can't keep, and you end up in the same situation. This could be more spiritual in a sense of kind of same situation but in a different circumstance, but you're noticing the lessons behind it, you're noticing the patterns behind it. So this is a card of kind of raising up your frequency, elevating yourself up away from this kind of dark energy into something lighter, seeing this from that hermit point of view, because it is that Virgo energy of looking at things from a position of hope, having to withdraw your energy so that you can have that energy to have hope, because it feels like some people are draining it from you, or some situations are draining this hope from you, okay? Or this could be your own negative thoughts, own negative ways of thinking. And this is a time to break those cycles by lifting your energy up here and away from things that are draining you. Okay, so no place like home. Some of you could be finding yourself moving away from something that you kind of wanted to stay in here, but you're realizing that something is attached to this place that you're in. Could even be a position in a workplace, whatever it is, it's kind of like something that was once comfortable for you is starting to shift, starting to change. Maybe it's not making you comfortable anymore. The same about people. Maybe you once felt really drawn towards these people because you probably were at the same energy, but now that you're elevating yourself up, you're realizing that you've outgrown a situation. It is time to change. It is time to move. Things can't keep the same way that they have been because it ends up in the same position. There's no growth here. All right, if you think about a circle, it never really goes anywhere. It's continuously in a loop. If I can speak. So time to go is coming through, saying that doors are opening. This kind of reminds me of judgment energy because you're in this in-between stage of understanding that you're having to leave something behind and walking into a new door. So if you've already left a situation, all right, the new doors are going to be opening for you, but it's just about continuing to move forward. It's continuing to believe that you're making the right decision to move forward as well. Okay, 4 and a 5 goes to a 9, by the way, which is about reward. So I feel like you are going to be receiving some rewards, and this is just going to be some confirmation here that you did the right thing in leaving something behind. 5s are about necessary changes, so it is kind of, and we have 5 here as well. You have 555 coming through. So if you're seeing that number here, Taurus, then it is just an indicator that something needs to change. Whether it's internal, external, a bit of both. All right, it's just saying that something does need to change here because it feels like something is either taking your blessings, blocking your blessings, or something's just not in alignment with you anymore, okay? Orphaned energy, it does feel like this is going to bring up some shadow work. This is going to bring up some abandonment issues, some abandonment wounds here, Taurus. It like, unless you're already going through this, one thing I'm going to, yeah, you have the 8 of Cups as we're shuffling here, if I can show you. Okay, which is walking away from something that doesn't serve you anymore, okay? So, yeah, orphaned energy, I feel like maybe this might make you feel a little bit lonely, unless there's already feelings that you're feeling at the moment, and that's what the orphaned energy is about. But I do see that this is going to move towards something a lot better for you. So I'm going to pull the tarot cards out and see. I will keep these here, but I'm just going to make some space. Okay. All right. Let's see, please, for Taurus. Let's see current energy for the next couple of weeks. Taurus is your card. And the fact that you're coming up here as the first card, it is about you being in a power position. So it feels like you're being drawn towards making a decision for your own self. All right, maybe some people will see it as being selfish. Don't allow yourself to be, you know, kind of not emotionally, I feel like maybe I'm hearing blackmail. Don't let people blackmail you here, Taurus, to make people try to emotionally make you feel guilty for choosing yourself in a situation. Of course, it's not always good to be selfish, but at the end of the day, if you're constantly being there for others, when are you going to really have time to be there for yourself? And if you're placing boundaries with people, saying, you know, no, finally, to some people who, you know, you've given a lot to, the people who benefit from you having no boundaries will always go against you building them up. So if that's what leads to an ending, then so be it. At the end of the day, you're being called to choose yourself here. We have an Aquarius energy coming through here, but this is a really good combination if any of you are moving into creating a new community, being around new people. This is not intentional though, because as you can see in the star card, she's by herself. So it's just showing you that by doing things by yourself, by healing, by doing what you love, I think that this is where you're building a community here. So really good energy. I think some of you might be paying more attention to money moves at this time. As you know, Taurus is ruled by the second house, or rules the second house, sorry, which is all about your possessions. So you could be really focusing on what you have around you, whether you're decluttering it, whether you are building on it here, or doing a bit of both. I think you're clearing your space here, Taurus, as well. All right. Okay, current energy, please, for Taurus. The star card is healing, but it's also wish fulfillment. So some of you guys are going to be put in a powerful position. You're standing up for yourself, standing in your power, and this is what's leading towards wish fulfillment here. All right, current energy, please, for Taurus. 5 of Wands coming through. This is that conflict. The 5 of Wands is very similar to that round and round energy we had earlier that we were speaking about of cycles, because in this card no one ever really wins. People are just out for their own interest here. No one's really listening. They're all just fighting their point. And if we actually just stopped and listened to each other, maybe we would actually realize that this fight was unnecessary. But for some of you, you're realizing that you are kind of fighting something was fighting for something that was continuously leading to the same thing. Similar messages that we've had coming through. There could be some conflict or a lot on your plate at this time as well, Taurus, and this is something that you're trying to analyze. This is something that you're trying to understand, whether this is worth the conflict or whether you should focus on your healing away from this, because something seems to be blocking your healing here. Clarify the Five of Wands. Again, your energy is really coming through. This could be a commitment here. This could be a workplace as well, by the way. Let's try and make this look good. Some of you might be like having a bit of conflict with power positions, by the way, especially with the devil energy coming through, Capricorn energy. This is about restrictions, limitations. Some of you could be rebelling against authority, rebelling against certain rules that people have set for you here. Some of you are just doing something out of the ordinary here, and this is what you're being called towards doing here. I'm getting a mixture of messages. That's why the Aquarius energy is here, by the way, because Aquarius is always known for kind of rebelling against the norm. You know, I'm going to do the quotes down here. The normal. And against society. Some of you could be in like a competitive industry or something here that you're trying to obtain. Might have some competition here. If that's the case and you're trying to win something or get something, I can see with a star card that you will get it. And in your energy, you're getting what you deserve, Taurus, and this is a good thing. Some of you could be dropping some friends or some people here who continuously kind of put you in this chaotic energy. You guys could be seen as a bit of an advisor in your friendship group. You're trying to bring order to something that's chaotic as well. Okay, what are the blockages this week? Blockages. Of course, everything has to fall. The blockages is the Tower. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna do this. Your blockages coming through. You have the Tower with the Page of Wands, as you can see over here. It is a kind of card of gossip. It is a card of maybe some negative feedback, negative comments from certain people. I'm just going to sit here and say don't stoop down to their level and don't believe that their opinion defines you, okay? So the Tower card is a falling out. It is a separation. It is a very big shift. Blockages for Taurus. Yeah, look. Very strong Scorpio energy coming through. This could be in your relationships if you're a Taurus rising, by the way. So the good thing about this is, and some of you may have had a couple of separations. You may have walked away from at least two things. You can kind of see the towers here is what you're leaving behind. Some of you are making decision to let other people kind of... If you are trying to help people who aren't allowing you to help them or aren't changing, like that Hierophant and Five of Wands was kind of suggesting here, then you're kind of letting people kind of come to their own Tower moments here. You've accepted the fact that you can't help people. You can't force yourself, like force others to change. So this is why the Death card is coming through. This is a very strong lesson here. So, yeah. Taurus, it kind of is giving like Phoenix rising energy because of all this Scorpio energy coming through. Things have to change, otherwise, as we said, with all the fives. So you can move towards something a lot more stable with the Page of Pentacles. So you can work your way back up here to the King of Pentacles. Sometimes we have to accept that we might have to start again, start from scratch with something here. You guys are learning whilst you're doing something, okay? And you will be getting a lot of finances for it, but you will be working your way up. All right, it's an Apprentice card. You may have to start off small again, but I think with the Page of Pentacles, there's a good mindset behind this, which is really nice to see. Strong belief. Don't be afraid to start from the bottom and work your way back up. You've done it before. You can do it again. But in this time, you're going to reap the benefits, okay? I'm looking at the Tower card and asking what it's about. We have the King of Cups and we have the Ace of Swords. So some of you are either revealing a truth or, you know, communicating something that you've been feeling recently. Or for some of you, this could be communication here from a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Alright, it's very direct and very honest, but it does come from a good place for the majority of you. Some of you needed that time out with the Four of Swords here so that you could move forward. And I think this is what you're communicating. Some of you may have like been on vacation or taken some time off in your own energy, alright, and realized that this thing, whatever is needing to fall apart, was actually the thing that was stopping you from feeling happy. So you're getting rid of anything that's blocking your blessings here. But this feels like your energy here, Taurus. With the King of Cups. This kind of feels like you guys are coming from a good place. Like you have love and care for everyone involved. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be involved with this because you see the truth of this situation. And it's just the fact that it's blocking something here. It's not making you feel good. It's time to go. It's time to leave. Yeah, wow. Some of you could be falling out with somebody here, by the way, because this is still clarifying the Tower card. Could be a Cancer sign. There is a very strong conversation coming through here of someone giving someone else their truth, their clarity, and it seems to be leading towards this Tower. Okay, for some of you, this could be like groundbreaking, like communication coming in. I will say this kind of looks very... This doesn't look very destructive. It feels like this conversation is just leading to some sort of destruction here, but this feels like a very open conversation. It doesn't feel malicious. It doesn't feel negative as such. It just feels like some of you could definitely be separating from someone you was in a relationship with. And Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck as I was saying that, okay? Alright. Okay, anything else for Taurus, please, for the next few weeks? Queen of Wands. Another card did fall here. I'm just trying to find it. Did it? Right? Did it fall? Okay, maybe not. Okay, for Taurus. Okay, so you have what seems to be some sort of communication coming through. For some of you, if you're separating from someone, there may be someone else in the picture coming in. Like all of a sudden. Now, I don't know how serious this is. I'm not gonna lie. It is wand energy, so it's very lustful. You do have this coming through on the bottom of the deck as it's happening. So for some of you, you could be kind of finding your partner after this separation happens, after this communication happens. Some of you could definitely be gaining more attention here. But it also feels like in opportunities, by the way. You're going to be finding a lot of opportunities and you'll have a choice. That's what the Lovers means. Okay, so whether this is work, whether this is relationships, you're having a very open conversation with someone about how you feel. It is leading to a change. It is leading to something different. And it does feel like another opportunity presents itself here. You'll have options, okay? Let me pull you a card here for romance. We have it safe for you to love. Let me just clear this up. Sorry. I have to. This says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. For Taurus. We have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And we have religious factors. This is going to be someone who you can share certain beliefs with. Okay, we do have separation on the bottom of the deck too. So some of you could be separating from somebody, spending some time in your own energy, being open to love. okay? But it might be a while. You could be focusing on your belief system at this time, working on yourself at this time, and this is what will lead to a very divine connection here, okay? We also have some tea leaf tarot. Let's see for you here for Taurus. I'm gonna do it like this, sorry, because it does fall out. Okay. I do apologize. What a messy situation. Like with me, I'm sorry. We have carrot, opportunity or windfall. So some of you will definitely find money increasing. A sincere wish will be granted. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So some of you are putting more effort here into your goals, like we said in the beginning with the star card. And this is leading towards this like great like financial situation, this great opportunity. We have cobweb coming through. This is protection, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Let's get another one for Taurus. We have man. This is a dealing or relationship with a man here, but that of course could be you or someone you're dealing with. And do job, career. So there we go. Taurus, you guys could be communicating with a man here who's going to offer you a new job or career here. You could be the man that's getting a new job or career. You could know a man around you here who's going to be receiving a new job or career. Okay. But my lovely angels, that is all I have for you. I wish you all the best. I hope you have an incredible holiday season. I will probably see you guys some point within the next few weeks anyway. I just wanted to make sure I covered the next 2 weeks just in case. But I will see you guys soon. Love you. Wish you all the best. And I will see you guys next time. Okay.